A new rumor might reveal who the villain is for the upcoming Star Wars Mandalorian and Grogru film. And this will be the first Star Wars film in over 7 years. Now, I want to stress two things. First off, possible spoilers. Secondly, this is just a rumor. But rumors are fun to talk about, so I thought I'd take a crack at it. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side. Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Berry. Welcome to the StudioJake vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications when I post a new vidcast, and consider becoming a channel member. There has been a lot of speculation surrounding the Jon Favreau directed The Mandalorian and Grogu spin-off film from the Star Wars Disney Plus series, The Mandalorian. Originally hailed as peak Disney Star Wars, especially for Season 1 and Season 2, apparently Dave Filoni decided to backstab Jon Favreau and he became the CFO of Lucasfilm under the tutelage of Kathleen Kennedy, who has been a disastrous leader of the once great Star Wars franchise. However, I am being told by multiple sources, and I'm reading from multiple sources, Bob Iger has told Jon Favreau he will have total control over the Mandalorian and Grogu film. Again, this is just rumor, but a new rumor suggests we might know who the villain is. So this is from geeksandgamers.com. YouTuber and media commentator Christian Harloff states that Imbo will be the main villain in The Mandalorian and Grogu. Imbo was a bounty hunter in the Clone Wars, voiced by supervising director Dave Filoni, who is, of course, now CFO at Lucasfilm. Filoni will reprise the role, according to Harloff. Imbo was never a main character in the Clone Wars, but appears in several arcs, including Bounty Hunters, and has been included in comics and referenced in Rebels. Harloff elaborates that Imbo will be a pretty significant part of the plot, kidnapping Jabba the Hutt's son Rhoda and kicking off the film's main conflict. Mando and Grogu would receive a counter bounty to rescue Rhoda. Sigourney Weaver is set to appear in The Mandalorian and Grogu, with Jeremy Allen White voicing the now adult Rhoda. Rhoda was also kidnapped in 2008's The Clone Wars, the TV show's theatrical pilot, where Ahsoka and Anakin rescued him. Ahsoka affectionately called the baby Stinky. The Mandalorian and Grogu hits theaters May 22nd, 2026, marking Star Wars' return to cinema screens after a 7-year drought. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Imbo, I will put an image of him on the screen, but also just to reiterate, I do remember him appearing sometimes in the Clone Wars. Like they said, he wasn't really a main character. I want you to tell me in the comment section below, what do you think of this rumor? Do you think it's going to be Imbo? Do you think it's going to be someone else who is going to be the big baddie of the Mandalorian Star Wars film? But I want you to take a few guesses if you agree with this rumor or not. I will now tell you what I think of this rumor. I don't believe it. For one thing, Dave Filoni has backstabbed Jon Favreau one too many times. Filoni helped ruin the Book of Boba Fett. He was involved in Ahsoka, which was originally supposed to have Favreau's guiding hand on it, but then Kathleen Kennedy gave him Ahsoka in exchange for backstabbing Favreau. I don't think Filoni is going to have anything to do with this outside of maybe a producer role. Now, you could say Imbo will be the villain, but someone else will play him besides Dave Filoni. For one thing, Dave Filoni doesn't exactly have, shall we say, the physique of a Star Wars bounty hunter, much less one that's supposed to be really fit like Imbo. So it would just be a voice actor thing. They might get an actor in a suit and Filoni voicing it. I don't know if that's going to work or going to fly for this, but in my opinion, I just think that this rumor needs to be debunked. I don't think it's actually going to go anywhere. I have a feeling that the forces that the Mandalorian are going to face are much darker, perhaps even tied to Death Watch. That's what I would do if I was Jon Favreau. Have this setup where Death Watch is mad at the Mandalorian for allowing Mandalorians to come home to Mandalore. They want to control the planet again like they did during the Clone Wars when Darth Maul was their leader. And so they go to war with him and his Keepers of the Watch group of the Mandalorians. Whatever the case may be, that's what I think is going to happen. That's what Jon Favreau should do. But I don't see them rehashing the plot of the pilot to the Clone Wars TV show. In my opinion, I think that this is a flat wrong rumor and that it's not going to go anywhere and it's going to be an entirely different movie than what this YouTuber suggests. No offense to that YouTuber. I could be wrong. Whatever the case may be, I still think Favreau is going to go a little bit darker because he actually has a bead on what the fans want. That's my personal opinion, and I welcome yours. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked that video, be sure to give it a like, share it out to all your friends, leave me a comment on what you think, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications when I post a new vidcast, and consider becoming a channel member. If you would be so kind, head on over to StudioJakeMedia.com. I've got even more commentary, reviews of things like movies, TV, anime, books, and so much more. Best of all, it's free. You just head to the website and there are no ads, and you just input your email or sign up with the WordPress app, and you can read all you want. I would really appreciate that. If you want to support the work that I do, head on over to my locals community. The link is in the description of the video. You can sign up for a monthly subscription or send my articles, tips there, including ones that I post just for those who are part of my locals community. I also post my short stories there. Speaking of stories, I've also written 4 books. They are published, and trust me, I've got a lot more on the way. But first, check out Cacophony. It's a supernatural thriller with paranormal themes about a group of demons who want to take over a small town in Texas, but a group of angels are sent to stop them, and a war ensues. You're not going to want to miss it. Are you more into sword and sorcery? Check out the 7 Royals series. I've got book 1, All Good Things, book 2, Breaking the Stars. It is about a group of your favorite fairy tale characters who have to band together to stop an evil mage and his dark army from conquering their lands. Book 1 and book 2 are already out, and book 3 is on its way. I'll have an announcement about that very soon. Last but definitely not least, we have Blessed Child. This is my latest fantasy romance novella. It is about an elf princess who soon discovers she is pregnant with a human child, sending her kingdom, who do not want to be ruled by mankind, into turmoil. This prompts her father, the king of the elves, to hire a human knight to be her bodyguard. Now, he is disgraced, but he's on the path to redemption, and their unlikely friendship blooms amidst all of the chaos. It is life-affirming and is about courage under fire. So get 1 or all 4 of these at Amazon.com. Just search the title or my name and they'll come right up. Leave me a 5-star review. It really helps out small indie creators like myself. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.